All right, my friends, welcome back. In today's video, we're going to be looking at the reverse flip, also called the reverse simple. As the name implies, it is the reverse of the simple flip. So if our simple was pushing the handle downwards with the 4 fingers, the reverse is using the thumb on the bottom of the handle to push up and away from us, causing the handle to rotate from the top to the bottom, where I'm going to connect with it with a palm down orientation. Let's go over some quick tips and some common pitfalls or inefficiencies, I dare say mistakes, when it comes to our reverse flips. So firstly, our float point is important. If you don't start your flip as we start to enter that float point, what happens is we push the bell away from us. Remember, we can flip the bell, or we can move the bell and we can rotate the handle. And we can move the bell and the handle isolated from each other. And so what happens for all of these flips is I want to try and keep the ball in the same place as I manipulate the handle around, just like so. Now, if I flip too early as I'm still rising up, gravity still has a strong effect on the bell, so the bell is going to be pushed forward as you push the handle. So to prevent that, we wait until we're in that float point where the magic happens. Now, something that can often be the case as we start this flip is not having enough power or push through to create a flip. So if your reverse flips, actually that was pretty good. If your reverse flips look like that, or they only spin a little bit, here's the reason why. So firstly, we need to keep contact with the handle of my thumb. And if we lose contact with my thumb on the handle, it's floating behind or it's off to the side, I don't have a firm contact point to push with. So as you go up into your float, just make sure that your thumb is firmly contacting the handle so we can keep contact all the way through. Now, secondly, what can happen is people don't stay tight enough to the body. So they come up and they're out here. All you have to flip the handle with is my finger and wrist. Whereas if I stay tight to my body, I have the whole arm, and it is actually a punch through with a follow through that flips the bell really nicely. So to ensure that that happens, I like to tell my students and clients to just follow all the way through and let a couple rip without an intention to catch it before. So you get a feeling of pushing all the way through and feeling the power that can be delivered into the handle to cause rotations. Don't be afraid of it dropping. Let it rip a few times. It is easier to dial back your power than to increase your power. So having too much spin is a good thing. Having not enough spin, we got to figure some things out. So make sure we're contacting the handle all the way through. Make sure we wait until we're in this float point. Make sure your thumb is in the middle of the handle. And for the catch, all we need to do is keep the top of the fingers, the top of the hand, as close to the ball as possible, knowing that the handle is then going to rotate right into the hand. So instead of pulling back and then sniping out to catch it, note how I can actually feel the bell on the top of my hand. This ensures that my hand's going to be in the right position to catch the bell. Now, there's one other thing I was going to touch on that I am forgetting at this moment. That should be enough to get you going with the reverse flips. So we're going to leave it there. Take care. If you guys have any questions about how your reverse flips look or why they do a certain thing, let me know. You can send me a video on Instagram. Always happy to help out. And we'll see you in the next video where we're covering our mug flip.